So that's one key point of contention. Then there's the height of the shooter. Now, a previous defense witness had argued that Maggie's shooter could only have been about 5'2" to 5'4", based on the trajectory of the bullet, and Alex Murdaugh is 6'4". But under cross-examination, the defense's expert conceded a taller person could have pulled the trigger.
Yes, this is the only shot I disagree. It just seems very odd that when you have one going this way, you have to be in a very bizarre position to be able to get it to go up.
On rebuttal, the prosecution's forensic expert insisted that the shooter could have been 6'4".
Is it your expert opinion that a 6'4" shooter cannot be excluded from the murder of Maggie and Paul?
I see nothing that could exclude a 6'4" shooter.
However, the prosecution's expert was unable to completely dismiss the two-shooter theory.
Can you exclude two shooters?
I cannot include or exclude two shooters.
Back with us is Bob Schalk and Donte Mills. Donte, how significant do you think that the expert testimony was in the connection with this case?
Very significant. When you look back and recap this trial, you look at 70-something witnesses, so much information. I think bringing in the amount of experts that they did to help explain the testimony was necessary. What's an expert witness? It's somebody who has a specialized knowledge about a subject. So they're brought in when there's questions that are unanswered, and the jury could be sitting there thinking, was it possible for this to happen? Then you have an expert come in and say, actually it was, and here's why. And I'll give you two quick examples of two experts from different sides. One, the expert who did the sound test. Everybody wanted to know, could you hear that gunshot in the house? So the expert came in. He said, I deal with sound all the time. I recreated the situation. I ran that test in the house, and he let us hear it. We heard the test. He said, the shot's going to fire in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you heard a pff. So maybe you couldn't hear that shot in the house, and I'm sure that answered a lot of questions. And then everybody remembers that expert who just threw the phone around to see if the screen would turn on. I don't know how qualified he was or how qualified you need to be to do that, but he was still attempting to answer some questions, some technical questions that the jury may have.
Bob, generally, how important do you think expert witnesses are in a case like this one, broadly?
More important for the defense. Why? Because you're raising doubt. You're raising doubts in the juror's mind. Two-shooter theory, whether it's effective for all the jurors, again, it doesn't matter. It matters to potentially one or two jurors. It matters for when they're deliberating and people are raising that. If other jurors are going to start raising doubts in their own head, it's going to question the prosecution's theory. It's also important for the prosecution to put on their own expert. So they can, a lot of times in criminal trials, they always say that the experts cross each other out. They cancel each other out, and the prosecutor is going to focus the jury on the circumstantial evidence that is irrefutable and not necessary for expert testimony to lead the jury for a conviction in what they're looking for. So I think, obviously, they could either, it depends, cancel each other out, or it's going to raise doubt in the jurors' minds.
Let me play another piece of sound. This is a defense expert. This is the second one that we have for this block, talking about how the shooter, in this expert's mind, probably would have been injured after firing the shot.
You can see outside and even in throughout the feet area in multiple and many large pieces of skull. We also saw large amounts of tissue that were projected all the way up onto the ceiling and the door. You see hair all the way up into the door, and of course you see blood literally everywhere within there. And finally, you see the pellets. All of that activity was in direct alignment with the shooter. And so I think minimally, that shooter is getting covered with this material, getting more or less the shock wave of that effect, and more than likely getting hit with at least something that could have done injury, a bone fragment and or a pellet fragment.
And bottom line is, if that's true, and a jury were to have believed that, well, that would have immediately excluded any even possibility, Donte, of it being Alex Murdaugh.
You would think so, because you don't know, we didn't know at the time we were listening to this testimony if he had enough time to go change his clothes, get cleaned up, clean up the area. But I didn't hear this throughout the case, but if somebody else did that at close range, you would have expected that they would have left a trail of something. as they ran off or as they left, even if it wasn't Alec, and we didn't see that.
Yeah,
so for that area to be completely cleaned up altogether is a little curious.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.